Welcome. I'm going to talk about Second Brain today and give you a quick overview. I'm going to show you how I built it and some things you can do to build your own. What you're seeing is Obsidian, a document management system. It's for personal use generally, so we'll get into how to share this with the team at a later time. But I want to show you this is a map of all the documents. Some of them are linked together, some are not, but you can see them here. I'll walk you through the different pieces I have. All my posts in the last 2 years are from LinkedIn. This is my business offer, the 45-day sprint, which is how to build tools like this and other tools to help you with inbound and outbound marketing for your business. This is an analysis that I ran, what hundreds of top performing LinkedIn posts. A couple other things I find valuable on the internet. 6 gates of trust, how people come to trust you over time. I didn't write that, but it's a good document. And here's my brand story framework. This is the brand story framework is a branding framework that's very simple but very powerful. I have a ChatGPT spot that will walk you through. If you want to do it, shoot me a note and I'll share that with you. As well, it generated a content plan for me on that as well. Some personal therapy I'm doing with ChatGPT. That's for a later post. Top LinkedIn viral posts. Here's a post from Justin Welsh, Richard Moore, Nick Brokema, J.K. Molina, Jasmine Ali. These are their top performing posts, and I've been collecting these for a while. I use that to generate analysis of those, and is actually quite thorough. And I use ChatGPT Pro to build this. So those are the documents I have. Excuse me, just to give me an overview. I'm going to talk about how I got them. So top LinkedIn viral posts I've been collecting. I started Notion. Let me see if I have Notion open. Here's my top LinkedIn viral posts. This is actually live. If you want a copy, I'll share a link to this database. I exported this. And then I took the export and I popped it into ChatGPT. And I said, can you turn this into Markdown? Because it puts it in a CSV. So ChatGPT rewrote it in Markdown. And Obsidian uses Markdown for its documents. So you just drag it in and get all these posts. In terms of how do I do that, Matt, I'm going to do a more thorough video later for people who want to just stay tuned. In terms of all my posts, this the last 2 years. So I will show you that I have authored. This is an authoring platform for LinkedIn. But here's all my posts. I'll clear everything out here and just export CSV. Of course, if you don't load more posts, it only gives you 20. Really stupid. I did this more for my own voice. I'm going to export these into a CSV. And then I have ChatGPT organize them into folders and turn them into Markdown. And I have those prompts too, which I'll include in the next video and walk you through exactly how to do that. It's kind of annoying. But once you do that, the many posts you really care about, then you just click export file, drop it in ChatGPT. And let me see if I have that window open somewhere. God, I never find it. Here it is. I'm going to paste in a CSV of all my LinkedIn posts. Can you sort through it correctly, clean them up? And then that sucks. So I did it again. And then can you turn each entry into a Markdown file, them by year? And I want each file to be a post or row in the CSV. So it writes the Python to clean it up and do that. And gives me a downloadable file that I can grab. Can you turn each entry into a Markdown file, grouped by year in folders, include the data from columns in the CSV, including metrics. Give each Markdown file a title based on text like a summary. I'm trying to get better each time. I also want you to try to classify each set of text in order to more easily identify it. And okay, so then I did a quick 100-person document. Now I want you to review the posts in this folder of 100 LinkedIn viral posts. This is the top viral post export. Find out what they have in common, how they get people to read them. So all this stuff has gone into Second Brain, which is Obsidian. Obsidian you can download for free. It's actually quite popular. There's some other stuff in here. A field guide I'm working on. Jason Flatley and Good Sales, a marketing person, has some really good ideas on that. So I took everything and basically put it into Obsidian. Now, what's neat is when you your documents, this is Mac OS, the Obsidian Vault is here. You can see it's basically the same structure. What's cool is you can zip it up like this, right? You just click, compress, Obsidian Vault. Now, do ChatGPT and say, see if we chat. So now I can attach this, add photos and files. Documents, Obsidian Vault. So I basically given it the context of everything that I add. And the more you add to Obsidian, the better off you are. Okay, ChatGPT, I want you to write me a LinkedIn post about building a second brain using Obsidian and ChatGPT and adding content to it, how powerful it is, how it saves you lots of time, and why you'd be crazy to do everything the old way. I want you to look at my posts in the Obsidian folder that is called All My Posts. Use that as a reference in terms of style, but I want you to look at the top LinkedIn viral posts folder in terms of more structure and virality, as well as the document called What Hundreds of Top Performing LinkedIn Posts Have in Common, that's in the content rules folder. And I want you to read those entirely and understand them and then generate me a post. There's a better way to do this. Delete doesn't say, hey ChatGPT, please load this file, read it, understand all the content, create context. So I will ask for follow-up instructions. To doing, and this is using 4.0, not the Pro model. Can you write me a viral LinkedIn post about building a second brain using ChatGPT and Obsidian, storing all the knowledge in a graph in Obsidian, then leveraging everything we have as context? Use research in Obsidian called What Hundreds of Top Performing LinkedIn Posts Have in Common as the basis for writing. I want you to use the Obsidian folder that contains all my posts as sort of a style so that it sounds like me, but you can use the folder Top LinkedIn Viral Posts to get more of a structural theme to this post. I want you to make sure that it has a good hook and a solid call to action. Over time, as you work with this thing, you're going to get a little bit better at crafting these conversations. The other thing is you can always add more context. I have a lot of bots that already have context, like copies of Alex Hormozy books. You can always add those to the vault, so you have access to that. So here's the post. Most people use ChatGPT like Google with a punchline. But what if you gave it your brain? Here's the post. Here's how it works. This is one example of something we can do. The other thing I can do here is I can say like, hey ChatGPT, that's great. Can you find a post in the all my posts folder that is similar to this that compare it to? Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, it's writing Python. It's not really that's why is it what do you do? Man, this is ChatGPT. I don't understand why you're using JSON. Maybe that's how you store it internally. But is there a post somewhere in the knowledge that has a similar layout to the post you just wrote? So now it's figuring. So there we go. Thanks for your patience. I found a great candidate from the archive that shares a similar tone and structure to second. Feel frustrated with lame ChatGPT responses. Interesting. All right. So that's kind of neat. And let's see, what else can we do with second? Hey, ChatGPT. Thanks. Can you take this post and rewrite it using the Jason Flatley style of writing based on the Jason Flatley document in the post? Getting to see behind the curtain of all the tabs on. Just breaking down his style. This is the Jason Flatley version of the. I might post this tomorrow. You know what's neat about this is it doesn't have those weird ChatGPT mannerisms. It's way better. Anyway, that's a quick demo of how Second Brain works. I'll do a full demo at some point in terms of like how to actually set it up. This is just how does it work for. That's it. Thanks.